Ford reported a staggering loss of $3 billion before taxes in the last years, and they anticipate even greater losses this year. The electric vehicle EV industry is undoubtedly flourishing, with EV sales witnessing a robust growth on a global scale. However, not all EV makers are experiencing the same level of success. While Tesla and GM are thriving with booming sales, Ford and Hyundai are grappling with a concerning decline in their EV sales, which is contrary to the overall market trend. Let's explore the underlying reasons behind this significant divergence in EV sales and its potential impact. The overall market, Ford and Hyundai have experienced a drop in their EV sales, and this decline can be attributed to various factors. While electric vehicle sales are booming, it seems that these two automakers are facing challenges in keeping up with the competition and consumer demand. The latest registration data from Experian and Automotive News indicate that during the first 3 months of 2023, a total of 257,507 battery electric vehicles were registered in the United States. This impressive figure represents a staggering 63% increase compared to the same period last year, indicating a growing trend of consumers choosing environmentally friendly and cost-efficient electric cars. Electric vehicles are also gaining a larger market share, with electric cars accounting for approximately 7% of the total car market in the first quarter of 2023. This is a notable leap from the 4.6% market share they held in the same period in 2022. Tesla continues to dominate the all-electric car market, recording an impressive 155,316 new registrations during the first 3 months of this year. This represents a substantial 37% increase compared to the same period last year, solidifying Tesla's position as a frontrunner in the electric vehicle segment, capturing around 60% of the total battery electric vehicle market. However, while Tesla and some other electric vehicle manufacturers are thriving, Ford and Hyundai are witnessing a decline in their EV sales. The specific reasons behind this drop in sales for these automakers are not explicitly mentioned in the provided data. It could be attributed to various factors such as product offerings, marketing strategies, pricing, or competition in the market. In the electric vehicle EV market in the United States, some promising startups and legacy automakers are experiencing a cooling trend. Notably, popular EV brands from the previous year, such as Ford, Kia, Hyundai, and Lucid, are now facing a decline in sales momentum, while Tesla continues to dominate the market, accounting for 6 out of every 10 EVs sold in the country. Even some brands that entered the EV market with much fanfare, like Cadillac and Porsche, find themselves lower in the sales ranking among the 25 brands included in the recent registration data. Although EVs have made significant progress in terms of market share, rising to 7% of the U.S. light vehicle market in the first 5 months of this year compared to 4.6% the previous year, analysts predict tougher times ahead. One key factor contributing to consumer hesitation is the relatively high prices and interest rates associated with EVs. This makes EVs less accessible to a broader consumer base. Another significant factor that could have contributed to the decline in sales for Ford and Hyundai is the presence of massive quality issues over the last 12 months. In particular, Ford faced significant challenges in terms of quality, with the highest number of recalls among all manufacturers in 2022. The company issued 67 recalls, affecting over 8.7 million vehicles, making it the most recalled company in the United States. Such a high number of recalls likely eroded consumer trust and confidence in the brand. Ford also faced disruptions in production, as the highly anticipated Phone 50 Lightning had to be temporarily paused due to a fire-related problem. These production challenges further compounded the difficulties the company faced, and CEO Jim Farley openly acknowledged the need for improving quality to regain consumer confidence. The recent registration data from Experian sheds light on the challenges faced by some electric vehicle EV brands in maintaining their momentum and market share. Quality concerns can influence consumers' purchasing decisions and impact their confidence in a brand's reliability and safety, leading them to explore other options in the market. The registration data covering the period from January to May reveals a decline in interest in Ford vehicles, particularly the Ford Mustang Mach-E, which saw a drop in sales compared to the same period last year. Ford's F-150 Lightning, on the other hand, continued to gain momentum and remain the top-selling electric pickup in the United States, experiencing significant growth in registrations. Ford's overall performance as an electric vehicle brand showed a 30% growth in EV registrations through May, securing its position as the third-largest EV brand in the country. However, Ford's growth rate was below the impressive 68% growth observed in the overall EV market this year and fell significantly behind its own growth rate of 120% in 2022. This indicates the challenges faced by the brand in maintaining its market share in the rapidly evolving EV market. Similarly, Kia's EV6 compact crossover, which received positive reception last year, faced a decline in new registrations during the first 5 months of this year. These observations highlight the competitive nature of the EV market, where brands need to continuously innovate and address quality concerns to maintain their market position. On the other hand, Hyundai has been more proactive in offering lease deals that incorporate the EV tax credit, taking advantage of a loophole to pass on the incentive to customers. This approach aims to make EVs more accessible and stimulate sales. Overall, maintaining momentum in the EV market requires consistent innovation, competitive pricing, and a strong focus on quality. Consumers are becoming more discerning and expect reliable and affordable electric vehicles. Brands need to address these expectations by improving quality control, expanding charging infrastructure, and offering competitive pricing to regain market share. Despite the challenges, the increasing overall market share of EVs indicates a positive shift towards sustainable transportation. As automakers refine their offerings and address market demands, the EV landscape is set for continued growth and evolution in the years to come. In the first 5 months of this year, Ford experienced a slowdown in EV sales, with their growth rate falling significantly behind the impressive 120% growth they achieved in 2022, according to Experian data. Ford's EV market share during the January to May period slipped from 6.5% in the previous year to 5%. Similarly, Kia faced challenges in the same period, with their EV6 compact crossover and the Niro experiencing declines in new registrations. The EV6, which received positive reception last year, saw a 29% decrease in new registrations, amounting to 6,780. The smaller EV crossover, the Niro, also saw registrations fall by 27% to 4,425. However, it's worth noting that Kia made significant progress in the EV market in 2022, achieving an impressive 36% rise in EV registrations, totaling 23,506 for the year. Unfortunately, based on the 5-month data from Experian, Kia's EV market share slipped to 2.5% this year, compared to 5.8% in the previous year. One factor that may have impacted Kia's performance is the loss of access to the $7,500 federal tax incentive. This setback occurred due to the implementation of the Inflation Reduction Act, which requires EVs to be assembled in North America to qualify for the incentive. As both Kia and Hyundai manufacture their EVs in Korea, they were no longer eligible for the tax incentive, likely affecting their market position and sales performance. A notable difference between Hyundai and Kia is that Hyundai has been more proactive in offering lease deals to customers that include a $7,500 EV discount as part of the lease terms. This takes advantage of a loophole in the tax rules, allowing auto finance companies to claim the EV credit and pass it on to customers. In May, Kia also announced plans to be more aggressive in EV leasing to capitalize on this loophole, aiming to make EVs more accessible to customers and stimulate sales. Overall, it's evident that maintaining momentum in the rapidly evolving EV market requires consistent innovation, competitive pricing, and a strong focus on quality. As the market matures, consumers are becoming more discerning and demanding, expecting reliable and affordable electric vehicles. Brands will need to address these expectations by improving quality control, expanding charging infrastructure, and offering competitive pricing to regain market share. Despite the current challenges, the increasing overall market share of EVs indicates a positive shift towards sustainable transportation. As automakers continue to refine their offerings and address market demands, the EV landscape is poised for continued growth and evolution in the years to come.